Hello and welcome to our lesson today. We're Group 5 and today we're going to teach the reading section of English Grade 11 and it's in Unit 10. So together with that, we're going to apply three ICT tools, Rewordify, Quizlet and Quizizz to our lesson. We shall start. So in the table of content, we have three stages. First is rereading, where we are going to apply Rewordify. Second is while reading, we are going to apply Rewordify as well. And last but not least, the post-reading section, where we are going to apply Quizizz and Quizlet. So in each section, we're going to have some explanation of how each tool is going to work. And then we're going to show you an example of the application. I hope that you guys will enjoy our presentation and I hope that you can apply to your lesson as well. Okay, we shall start now.
Okay, so when learners encounter reading tests that beyond their current level, they tend to give up reading tests. And furthermore, even if they will be struggle to complete the test, their reading comprehension skill will not be improved. So I will introduce to you a very useful tool for reading skill. It is Rewordify, and which is used to simplify reading tests. Okay, now I will show you how to use this tool. Firstly, you have to copy your reading test and paste it into Rewordify text box. Then click on Rewordify text button. As you can see on the screen, the left side will be the original text and the right side will be the text after being reworded. For example, life expectancy has been converted into how long a person is expected to live. And the most useful function of this tool is that you don't have to type the Rewordify word again, but this machine will automatically help you with it. So click on Bring and Learning Activity. There are more than 10 choices for you, but you just need to focus on two functions: vocabulary list with definition and text with vocabulary. After going to the first function, click on Change the level. As you can see here, the reward-defining level. The easiest one will contain the most number of vocabulary and vice versa. So let's move on to the first function, vocabulary list with definition. Click on Printing button. As you can see here, there's a list of words and with definition. You can print out and give it to your student. It's very useful for pre-reading process. Your student can review the vocabulary and they can understand the content of the text better. Now move on to the second function, text with vocabulary. It's very useful for while reading process. The text will be located on the left side, and in case your student forget the word or cannot understand the meaning of new words, the vocabulary will listed here with their definition, which makes sure that your student can memorize effectively.
Greeting teachers, I hope you have a nice day. So my role here is to introduce you about the flashcard generator, which is called Quizlet. And Quizlet is utilized by many professors in helping their students memorizing more vocabularies. However, create by the original way, it takes a lot of time. So today I will introduce you how to create as quick as we can. Let's check it out. First of all, you put on the create flashcard, then write name like here, and then you will import from Word, Excel or Google Doc. Remember the word list which is generated by Rewordify? come back to it and copy it. Then you will go to Excel and copy it with value. Remember, there is a column of number. Please delete it. And then copy and paste into this column. Remember, you should adjust the space between terminology and definition like this. Then we import that. As you can see, the system has automatically created on the word list without many effort, you know. Then you put here. Yes, so we have our Quizlet right here. You can have a lot of function in playing Quizlet. So if you wonder how can we integrate this into the lessons, let's check it out. First of all, during the pre-reading process, please put on the flashcard. You can display this on a big screen or use the student's phone. As you can see, the front page will be the definitions, and here will be the terminologies. You can put it here to play it automatically, like this. After this, in order to ensure that your student have studied well, you can have a check in writing and spelling. The system will spell out a word, and your job is to type correctly. Here is the text. This is the most wonderful function of Quizlet because you can, choose to print this out and distribute it for your student, or you can have them do it right away. And the most important thing is that if you have the premium Quizlet, you can check the process of your student and note their score. Finally, it's Quizlet Live. To make this long story short, it's like Kahoot, but in a different mode game. Like who will reach the first 5 questions correctly will be the winner. This will make your lesson more engaging and interesting. And I will introduce you the third app, which is called GimKit. The reason I introduce you GimKit because it can create quickly by importing from Quizlet. So let's check it out. First of all, you put here new kit, and then you have a name, choose photos, and then you put create with flashcard. Then you import flashcard, then turn back to Quizlet and put on this button and output. Copy the content, pass it here, and done. We have a full list of words here. Put here. And now let's check our effort. So I have 16 questions, and you can continue the game by inviting your student through this code. Yeah, it is the end of my part. Thanks for listening.
So, greeting teacher. Today I'm gonna demonstrate about quizzes. So, we have 3 benefits of this tool. The first one is to create more engaging questions. Second, Quizlet will help us to, check the comprehensible inputs of students. whether our student understand the content of the reading text or not. And finally, it will ensure the participation of students. Okay, so I will demonstrate how to use it. So first one, we choose create and quiz. Yeah, we will name this quiz. Okay, so we choose the subject. Now we will choose the types of questions. Here we have 6 types, but today we just focus on checkbox and fill in the blank. So first one, fill in the blank. Instead of fill repetitively into these so we have a more convenient way. Okay, so I will demonstrate it. First, we import from spreadsheet. Yeah, we will download the template. Okay, so and in the template we have various type of questions here, but now I just use fill in the blank and checkbox. Right. Now we will delete what we don't need and we will create a new one. So we will choose the type of questions in this column. Yeah, fill in the blank. So we will copy to according to the number of questions we want. Okay, here's our questions. So copy it into our Excel file. Yeah, and paste it. Right. So now we'll copy the answer into this file. So I have prepared some answer here. So we should copy it like this. Yeah, it will be much more convenient. Okay. Go back to the files to copy the rest. Right, and this will be on the next column. Okay, continue. So we have our answer here. So and our last 2 questions is about the open-ended questions. So we modify the type of questions here. Okay. Now we will choose the time in seconds. The time is this is the time for our students to answer the questions. Okay, we can use some image to to make our question more interesting. Right. Now back to Quizlet. You drag and drop the file or click here to upload. Okay. So we will have a table. So now we will check whether the color of the content here turn red. So if any column or row turn red, the content may be wrong and you need to modify it again. Yeah, so you can read all the question again. However, we have a sample question, so just delete it by clicking on the garbage. Yeah, by clicking on this. Okay. Right. So we have our question here. Okay. Now we put done. Click done. So you can drag or drop some image here. Okay, so you can choose the language here and select grade. Okay, and then public to everyone, and then save.
So on the screen now will display the questions when you start a Quizlet live, and this will be utilized for the post reading when the students are asked to complete the fill in the blank questions. And here is the screen of the student, and if they answer wrong, you can have a check on it whether it's right or wrong here. So that's the end of my group presentations videos.